Well, Warsaw is the home of the Penguin Point fast food chain, but they've got more than Wally sauce up in Kosciuszko County. This year, the Tigers took down Columbia City in Week 1. Meanwhile, Homestead put up 53 points last week, showing there is life after Zach Carroll. Let's go to Fisher Field as Homestead taking on Warsaw, and we picked this one up in the first. Homestead putting the ball on the turf here, very uncharacteristic. Ben Plummer with the recovery for the Warsaw Tigers, but you know what? Homestead not deterred. Matt Skronik taking over those QB reins from Carroll. He looked good. He would find Isaac Griffith, and yeah, the future IU Hoosier breaking tackles. He takes this one deep into Warsaw territory, and Grayson Baston, well, he would do the rest. Baston, 3 touchdowns last week, 6 touchdowns this week. Homestead, another huge offensive night as the Sparties win big over Warsaw. Your final 63-7. Out at Carroll, the Chargers coming off a 45-7 win over Goshen in the Chevron Bowl as they were hosting Delta tonight. First quarter, Seth Johnston sacks Delta quarterback Cade Jones for a 4-yard loss. Doug Dinan, you know he has to love that. Second quarter, how about some more from the Chargers? Chris Terry played very efficiently in Week 1. He would do well again right there to Justin Tranquil. Tranquil does most of the work on this one. Scampers for a touchdown, and Carroll's now 2-0. They beat Delta 48-28.
This is a rare opportunity to show somebody in a family how much you love them. The scoreboard doesn't matter. The team you're playing doesn't matter. You're drawing the faceless opponent tonight. You're drawing the faceless opponent. I want you to get after it. Get after him with a fire that you've never had. Get after it for number 3.
New coach Josh Sheff getting the Hornets ready to take on Leo. Of course, he was talking about number 3 Samuel Gardner in critical condition after an ATV accident this week. These are actually the Leo highlights, and that's Reed Rohrbacher with a touchdown. And yes, Leo was taking on Angola. How about some defense right there? Logan Glaze and Nolan Wilson, they meet at the quarterback. Still in the first, the Lions go into the air. Sam Waters, all he does is throw touchdowns to A.J. Bushy, makes it 14-zip Leo. And after a punt block, Rohrbacher getting to the pylon there as Leo rolls over Angola by a final of 49-0. Eel River rivalry game, Columbia City and Whitco. Eagles won the last 2 against the Wildcats, and they were looking good here. Causing turnovers, Alex Stoddard trying to get into the end zone, but he fumbles right there. Nice pickup by Wayne Smith for Columbia City, and the Eagles up 28-6 at that point. Third quarter now, Adam Neely. Let me tell you about this kid's game. 31 carries, 215 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He was electric. How about Neely going in? You're going to see him come up with a short touchdown here, and this one was all Columbia City. Eel River rivalry trophy goes to the Eagles, 43-13 over Whitco. DeKalb County bragging rights on the line at Cecil E. Young Field. Garrett at DeKalb. And yeah, this one was about the DeKalb defense. Strong in the first half. Kenneth Knick with the 4th down stop right there. Fans loving it as DeKalb up 7-zip at the half and trying to break that losing streak. Barons come out hot in the third. Austin Hassinger with the touchdown. 13-zip DeKalb, and yeah, better eat that soup. I think it's minestrone. Okay. I think it is. The DeKalb offense goes to the air. Evan Cochran to Dylan Cagle. That turns a good gain into even much more. Great cutback right there. 45 yards to the house, and DeKalb's 22-game losing streak is now history. They win this one over rival Garrett, 26-13. Woodland at New Haven. The Bullies pulled out a tight one last week at Heritage. And Anthony Moore, this kid is a beast. They wondered how you're going to replace Tavon Hurst. The answer would be Anthony Moore. Watch him break away here, picking up a big gain right there. And then how about more from Anthony Moore? This kid had 121 yards and a couple of touchdowns. And we're talking New Haven up after this short touchdown coming up by a score of 17-0. So New Haven feeling pretty good about the run game. They also got some pretty good passing. Kevin Ware to Elliot Nelson, and that's just good football, folks. New Haven put 66 up on the board as they beat Woodland 66-18. Well, this football season, our sponsor Myers giving away a $50 gift card on every Highlight Zone Friday. Go to Wayne.com to sign up. Go to the Report It tab, click on Contests, and sign up to win. This week's winner is Mary Stamper out of Huntington. Mary gets a $50 gift card from Meyer. And keep it tuned to Wayne TV as the Highlight Zone Play of the Week is coming up next.
Pick your favorite spot on the couch. It's time for more Highlight Zone.
We go straight to it. It's your Highlight Zone play of the week, and for this one, we got to go to DeKalb. Yeah, Evan Cochran finding Dylan Cagle, and he would cut around for a touchdown to give Mike Cochran his first win as the head coach of the DeKalb Barons. They snap a 22-game losing streak with a 26-13 win over Garrett. Great slate of games in Week 3. Northside at Bishop Dwenger, Northrop at Snyder. That's a big battle at Spooler. East Noble at Homestead. Adams Central at Leo, and Prairie Heights at Churubusco. Also, the Tin Caps lose to West Michigan 5-4. That'll do it for this week's Highlight Zone. See you next week.